Hello my friends, Roy Schneider here with Schneider Farm. I'm going to show you how to make horseshoe hangers today for coats or coveralls or whatever you want to hang up. This is the simplest method that I've found. So you take an old horseshoe, preferably a used one that's nice and rusty and free, and if it fell off a horse, that's bad luck for that horse and the rider. But it's good luck for whoever finds it. So if you ever find a horseshoe, make sure you keep them right side up, like that, because that way your luck won't fall out. So, I've seen people weld these together before. In fact, I have one right here. So this horseshoe has no inherent good luck because it's two brand new horseshoes. One of them is intact. One of them's cut in half to make this little finger that you hang stuff on. It requires cutting and welding, and in that case, buying new horseshoes from the store, which is just much better to use some rusty ones off your Nakota Mustang if you got them. And so it's also a single horseshoe makes two hooks as opposed to a horseshoe and a half only making one hook. And I think these look cooler anyway. So what you want to do is take this and put it in a bench vise if you got one. I got a plastic folding table, and you can see that my workshop is a little tiny shed. But anyway, so if you have a bench vise, you stick this in there, clamp it down tight, and then you smack it with a sledgehammer like this. Ding, 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 and you just keep whacking it until you get this nice even bend in your horseshoe. And then after that, the next step is to drill holes. See that little round hole right there? It's extremely tricky to do, so this is the part that inspired me to make this video, because if anyone's ever made these before, you probably encountered the problem of drilling them out. So I use these little guys right here. These are self-tapping screws. They make these in a galvanized. They're like a gray color. Those would probably work better. They'd be a lot stronger. But what I'm having to do, I use my impact driver here, and then let's see if I can set this camera up. There we go. So the technique that I've found that works the best is to go from the back side. If you go from the front side, it immediately gets snagged in the rectangle and just breaks the tip off like that. So I've got a whole pile of broken tips right there. And you'll want to use these self-tappers because otherwise you're just going to break drill bit after drill bit, and it'd be really wasteful. So what you do, this one is the one in progress that I've been working on. I found that you want to use really slow speed, so I can just hold it like this. It's got stuck, so back up. There. That one made it all the way through, so it's big enough. I'm trying to just do this one. It's big enough to get a plain black sheetrock screw to thread in. And you got it. And you really want to do 4 screws in each one, because you imagine set of coveralls and a big heavy Carhartt coat. It's going to weigh this down quite a bit. So I'm doing the bottom 2 here and here. Inevitably, you're going to break a bunch of these tips, and when you do, you just need like a little, this is just a number 2 square head drive, but you need something that you can stick in the back and pound out the little pieces that break off. That's that. I'll take you inside in a little bit and show you the finished product. I'm going to finish drilling 2 more horseshoes, and I'll probably break like 8 more tips, but that's what it takes. At least I'm not breaking drill bits. I'm just breaking little self-tapping screws. So away I go. I broke off one. Just gonna grab my punch, go to the workbench. It pops right out. You get a fresh self-tapper. We're back in business. Now I lost my sheetrock screw to test the hole size. I'm a hot mess, you guys. Where the hell? Anyway, I know the hole's big enough. It'll work. On to the next one. Good luck at in the entryway where the shelf goes. Ta-da! Just like that. And then you can also do something like this. A little slant action. Space them out evenly. Screw them up. Have it. These I drilled in the wrong holes. Should have used this one and this one. It's covered in poop. I didn't even really see them, so it's not perfect, you guys. Okay, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's rustic. Hello, rustic. I used a couple pallet boards and some leftover 1x4, like from the trim that we did. This is a trim. And then I put a little bit of an edge on it with some leftover wood that I had so that we can put flashlights and headlamps up here, and then the coveralls can hang behind the door because it's very tight. Like this. So it had to be not sticking out too far. Ta-da! Until next time. Oh, happy Halloween. There it is in all its glory.